Just here's the Yukon Trail, another exciting product from MEC.
July 1897. The United States was in the throes of a depression. Times were tough, and people were beginning to lose hope. Then, from out of the north, came astonishing news. Gold. And the rush was on. Across the United States and indeed the world, tens of thousands of people caught gold fever and set out for the remote Yukon area of northwest Canada. For all who took part, it would be the adventure of a lifetime.
Yep, I've been prospecting all my life, and I never seen nothing like it. The rivers are full of gold. But if you want to strike it rich, you better hurry. Claims are being snapped up faster than greased lightning.
Hot off the presses. Read all about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Yukon Trail. For the first time in nearly 4 years, I've returned to this old game, in which, unlike the previous 3 videos I've done years ago, this time it's got the authentic soundtrack and the voiceovers as I remembered when I was little. But now, this is the journal of, is that how you spell his name? Yes, Tacitus Kilgore. It's a reference to Red Dead Redemption 2. That's one of Arthur Morgan's aliases he used. There we go. This is a journey of journal is the property of Tacitus Kilgore. August 23rd of 1897, Seattle. 0 pounds of food and $350 in cash. We still have cash left, obviously. This journal will be very valuable someday. Yeah, very valuable. And here I am in Seattle. We're supposed to travel up there and to Dawson. Yeah, that's what this game is about. It's the Klondike Gold Rush of 1897 to 1898. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Diaway, gateway to the Yukon. Skagway, best route to the gold fields. Well, there's only these 2 places I could go, but let me talk to those 2 first.
Howdy, stranger. You'll be needing a ticket to board any of these ships to Alaska. If I were you, I'd book first-class passage to Dyea.
Dyea? Never heard of it. Where is it?
Why, Dyea is the gateway to the Klondike. It sits on the southern coast of Alaska Territory. Prettiest little town you ever did see. From there, it's an easy hike and boat ride to Dawson City and Gold Country.
Tell me more about the trip from Dyea to Dawson City.
From Dyea, you take the scenic Chilkoot Trail, the shortest route over the coastal mountains. On the other side, you'll launch a boat from Lake LaBerge and float down the Yukon River straight into Dawson.
Can I buy supplies in Dyea?
Of course. I recommend it highly. There's no sense lugging everything from Seattle on up to Alaska.
All right, thanks for the information.
My pleasure. Remember, Dyea's the place to be.
What are my other choices?
Well, you could go to Skagway, which is just a stone's throw from Dyea, but that town's nothing but a hangout for hooligans and con artists.
Oh, I ain't both. Oh, not yet, at least. Where can I buy a ticket?
There's a ticket office just up the street. Just tell the clerk that you want to go to Dyea.
All right. Nice talking to you. Goodbye. Hey, what are you looking at her for? Look at me first.
Hello, friend. I'll bet you're a stampeder. The best way to start your journey is to board a ship to Skagway.
Now, where is Skagway?
Skagway is the premier port in southern Alaska. It's the best jumping off point to the Yukon gold fields. From there, it's an easy hike and boat ride to Dawson City.
Tell me more about the trip from Skagway to Dawson City. I almost said Dyea.
From Skagway, you take the White Pass Trail through the mountains. It's not the shortest route, but it's the easiest. Once you're through the mountains, you just take a boat from Lake LaBerge down the Yukon River to Dawson.
That sounds similar. Can I buy supplies over there?
Naturally. The fine citizens of Skagway are dedicated to serving the needs of stampeders such as yourself. You can buy whatever you need at very reasonable prices.
Yeah, but she said something about hooligans and con artists.
You're welcome. Remember, Skagway is the best way.
What are the other choices?
Your only other choice is Dyea, but that's just a backward little outpost with nothing going for it. Skagway is where the action is.
Oh yeah, where the action is. Where can I buy a ticket?
There's a ticket office downtown. Remember, be sure to book passage on a ship that's going to Skagway.
Oh, nice talking to you. Stand up, will you?
Shop now or be sorry later. Get all your Klondike supplies at Pioneer Outfitters.
Where is the Pioneer Outfitters? Look, I'm new to this town, so I don't know. Jack, where is it?
It's on the main street downtown. You can't miss it. We're open until 9 o'clock tonight.
And at this time of recording, it's 2:18 p.m., so plenty of time. Why should I buy an outfit here in Seattle?
Don't get excited and rush away unprepared. You're going to a country where grub is more valuable than gold and frequently can't be bought for any price. We can fit you out quicker and better than any store in or out of the Klondike.
Goodbye. Every time I hear the word Klondike, I think of Klondike Bill. Yeah, Klondike Bill. Never thought you would hear his name again. Let's talk to these nice people here.
Greetings, stranger. Welcome to Seattle.
Who are you?
My name is Clarence Berry. My wife and I have just returned from the Yukon with more than $100,000 in gold.
That's fantastic. How'd you do it?
We just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
What do you mean?
I was tending bar up in 40 Mile. One day an Austrian by the name of Anton Stander came in. Stander said he'd found a good claim, but he was flat broke and needed supplies.
So what'd you do?
I gave him some money and half of a claim of my own in exchange for half of his claim. In just one winter of hard work, I took $140,000 in gold out of that claim.
Oh, wow. But, mind you, on the top score, list of legends, whatnot in the Yukon show, $140,000 in gold is the top part of the top score. Remember that, folks. Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you.
You have any advice? I'm going to the Yukon.
Well, I suppose there's two things you should know. First off, when we left Dawson, there was hardly any food up there. If I were you, I'd plan on hauling in an outfit that would last you at least a year.
What's the other thing I should know?
You must expect to be disappointed. You may prospect for years and never find a paying claim. Then again, you just may be lucky enough to strike it rich.
Should I buy my outfit here in Seattle or should I wait?
If I were you, I'd buy it in Seattle. Things are cheaper here, plus you never know what you'll be able to find up north.
Thanks for the advice. I made a note of it in case you people weren't paying attention to my little journal popped
You're
up.
welcome.
All right.
Hello, it's nice to make your acquaintance.
Now who are you?
I'm Ethel Berry, Clarence's wife. Thanks to our luck in the Yukon, we are probably the two wealthiest people in Seattle.
Oh, so you're as rich... Whoa, hold up there, Francis Kilgore. Calm down there. What are you going to do with all that money?
The first thing we're going to do is buy me a diamond wedding ring. We were very poor when we married. We had money for a trip to Alaska or a wedding ring, but not both. Luckily, we decided to go to Alaska.
How romantic. What else do you plan on doing?
Well, before we struck it rich, Clarence worked for long hours and short pay on a fruit farm in Fresno, California. I think we might go back and buy that farm.
Advice?
I would say the most important thing is to find yourself a good partner. I don't think either Clarence or I could have made it alone.
I know I would. Goodbye.
Hello there. You must be another one of those stampeders.
Why do you suppose there's so many folks headed to the Klondike? What gives?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, the whole U.S. economy has been in a depression for some time now.
Really?
People have hardly any money, and what little they do have, they've been squirreling away.
So do you think people are looking for easy money?
That plus the prospect of adventure. Nobody's stopping to think that they don't know anything about gold mining, or that they're leaving their jobs and families behind. Everybody's got visions, or delusions, of striking it rich.
Well, I got delusions of grandeur of striking it rich, so what's been happening in Seattle lately? Look, I just been here.
It's been mass hysteria ever since news about the Klondike hit town. It seems like most every Seattle resident has the fever. Folks are leaving town as fast as they can.
Like who, for example?
We've got nobody to run the streetcars. I haven't seen a policeman in days. The newspaper's losing its reporters. Even the mayor up and quit.
Man, isn't anybody staying in town? It's a lawless town you got here.
Seems like the only people left in Seattle are the shopkeepers who are selling outfits to stampeders.
And I hope they can defend themselves if there was, I don't know, crime around here. So, just to picture myself wearing a hat. I would just have my head to say goodbye. Alright. Outfitter reminders, as it says. Look at all this stuff. And look, he's even got a jar of candy. Hey, can I have some candy?
Hello there. Headed to the Yukon? You appear to be alone. The only kind of outfit I sell is made for two people traveling together. You should get yourself a partner.
I've been hearing that a lot. Why would I want a partner?
From everything I've heard, the Yukon can be a pretty rough place. One person all alone wouldn't stand much of a chance.
Well, watch me.
If I were you, I'd check the ticket office. That's where most of the unattached folks seem to hang out.
Okay. And also, what do you mean by outfit? Do I get to wear something?
An outfit is a collection of all the supplies you'll need to make it to Dawson City and do some gold mining.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I pretty much got the ideal. So, they told me to get a damn partner. And the ticket office is where they mentioned. So, let's go inside. What are y'all looking at? Huh? I mean, yeah. Ain't nobody ever seen a guy from Texas before? Or wherever Tacitus Kilgore came from originally?
Hello! I noticed that you don't have a partner. You'll definitely want to get one before you buy your tickets.
Now, why would I want a partner?
Getting to the Yukon is too difficult for an inexperienced person all alone. You'll be much better off with someone to share the load.
Ah, I see. Where can I find a partner? And she'll say, turn around and pick your partner.
The other folks here in the ticket office are all looking for a partner.
Well, can you recommend one?
From what I've heard, there are 4 qualities that will increase your chances of striking it rich. First, of course, it's good to know something about gold mining. Next, you'll need plenty of money. Things are very expensive up there.
Okay, what are the qualities?
Well, I've heard that there's a lot of hard work involved. You've got to haul a ton of supplies over long distances. And it helps if you're handy with tools, because what you can't buy, you have to build yourself.
Oh, alright. Look, if you recall the previous Yukon trail videos I've done nearly 4 years ago, I did video with Sadie, and with Midas T. Golden, then with Linda, and I have not done it with this guy, so we're gonna go with this man here.
How do? The name's Jake. If you're looking for a partner, I'm your man. I'm a master carpenter, and I'm itching to go get me a big pile of gold.
Well, I was planning to make this trip by myself.
I was thinking that myself, but I changed my mind. From what I hear, life in the Yukon's a lot easier if you've got someone to share the chores and the expenses.
Well, why should I choose you to be partner?
Once we get to the Yukon, we might need to build all sorts of things. A cabin, mining equipment, a boat. Building stuff is my specialty.
So you're basically Bob the Builder here. I have $350 cash. How much do you have?
I have $500.
Alright, let's be partners.
Glad to hear it. Here, I'll let you hold my cash. Why don't you go get us some tickets?
Alright, I'll be right back. Which you're gonna stand right there next to me. Planning on hauling an outfit that will last a year. Will last at least a year. I said it backwards. Expect to be disappointed. The most important thing is to find yourself a partner. Teamed up with a carpenter named Jake. Glad to have found a partner who's good at building things. He added $500 to our partnership, and now we have $850 cash, which is going to be, this is about as much money as an upstart Dalmatian merchant. If you don't get that reference, that's from Crusader Kings 2, that I play as this ruler by the name of Helen of Bosnia. She created the Merchant Republic of Ragusa / Dubrovnik, and that republic is ran by Dalmatians. Now, when I say Dalmatians, I don't mean the dogs. I mean the actual Dalmatian people who lived in the region called Dalmatia, which is in today's southern Croatia. Roscoe was the first guy who ran that place. Let me see. Arrivals, there is no arrivals, it's departures, dummy. Okay.
I see you found yourself a partner now.
I'd like some information, please.
Certainly. How can I help you?
I'd like to, well, I already saw the schedule of the partners. Do you think I should go to Skagway or Dai?
To tell you the truth, I don't think it makes much difference. The two towns are just a few miles apart. I suppose it just depends on which ship you want.
Why are some ships more expensive than others?
The most expensive ships are the most seaworthy, they have the best captains, and they're ready to depart later today.
What about the others?
The medium-priced ships are reliable, and they'll be sailing in a week or so. The low-cost ships are coming out of retirement, so to speak. They're getting some repairs and won't be ready for a couple of weeks.
Oof. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome. Where would you like to go?
2 tickets to Skagway, please.
Which ship would you like? The Alki costs $40 per person. The Rosalie is $30, and the Willamette is $20.
The Alki, please. I mean, I'm a big spender.
Certainly. That will be $80 for you and your partner.
It's a deal.
Have a safe journey.
And by the way, the Dalmatian thing, I'm actually learning a bit of the Dalmatian language, which I'll use at some time. Not in this video, sometime, some other video. Alright, let's go get this outfit.
Hello again. I see you found a partner. What can I do for you?
I need some supplies for the trip to Yukon.
Of course. What would you like?
That outfit you mentioned.
Yes, an outfit has everything that you and your partner will need. It has cooking supplies, mining supplies, cold weather clothing, a sled, and a supply of food.
Tell me more about this outfit.
There's a hatchet, a hammer and nails, some rope. There are mining supplies, of course, a gold pan, 2 shovels, a pick, and there's a sled for hauling everything over the trail.
How about the clothing?
There's heavy underwear, wool socks, 6 pairs of mittens, 2 pairs of shoes and boots, not to mention a tent and some warm blankets.
I need wool socks in real life because I've been having a bit of a struggle with cold weather as of late. My feet are always cold. Sliver socks do nothing. Okay, now, what about the food?
You got your basics. Flour and yeast for making bread, cornmeal, oatmeal, rice, beans, bacon, sugar, salt. There's dried fruits and vegetables so they're not so heavy to haul over the mountains. And there's plenty of coffee and tea.
Well, what if I'm a person who can't eat any of those? But in real life, I can eat rice, beans is for a rare occasion. Oh, there's sugar and salt, but you don't eat sugar and salt. That's to put it in. And there are certain dried fruits and vegetables that I eat, particularly bananas. And I don't drink coffee, tea. I only drink water with an occasional soda. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome. So would you like to buy an outfit?
I need to check with my partner. Is there anything you want?
Which item would you like to talk about?
Tell me what do you think about the outfits here.
I think we should buy the biggest outfit now. It'll be hard to haul around, but it'll be a lot cheaper than if we wait to buy it in Alaska.
Makes sense.
Have you two made a decision?
Damn right.
You have 3 choices. The outfit with 800 pounds of food costs $320. The one with 1,600 pounds is $370. And the one with 2,400 pounds is $420.
Holy crap. I'd like the max.
Certainly. Anything else?
I'm interested in the sled.
It's for hauling supplies. You do get 1 sled when you buy an outfit, but since you have a partner, it's a good idea for each of you to have a sled. It costs $40.
Jake?
Which item? The more stuff we have to haul, the better off we'll be with that sled.
Okay.
Have you two made a decision?
You damn skippy hippie. It's a deal.
Certainly. Anything else?
No. How about the whip saw?
It's a big saw. It takes 2 people to operate. You and your partner can use it to saw a tree trunk into boards. It costs $8.
Now, one more time.
Have you...
Whip saw.
I don't know why we'd need a whipsaw, but if it turns out we do need one, I'll sure know how to use it.
Well, you said you're a carpenter. You said you like to build things. And you said, no, I don't know about no whipsaw.
Have you 2 made a decision?
You built houses. You built cabins. And you've never used a whipsaw in your life? Yes, give me the whipsaw, please. $8.
Certainly. Anything else?
That's all for now, thanks. Look at that. This is what a whipsaw looks like, Jake. It's not that hard. If you got long arms, you could just... and but instead they tell us it's a big saw. It takes a team effort to saw a tree trunk into boards. And all this crap that we must have bought, we might as well sell the whole thing out. Let's go to the wharf. It's another word for dockyards. And hang on. Alright, look here. All that stuff that we bought. 2,400 pounds of food. There you go. $302 in cash. And also we have a whipsaw, which is a big saw. And also our tools and mine supplies are in good shape. We have plenty of warm clothes, wool socks, extra pairs of mittens and boots, heavy underwear, and a good tent. We have an extra sled. And in case you don't know what the hell that is, I put the word sled on it. It's a sled. S-L-E-D. Dye Skagway tickets, which I got tickets to Skagway. Oh, Neil. Hey, what? No peanut butter. We have dried fruit, dried potatoes, dried onions, and even the milk is dried. Dried milk. Ugh. Hope my partner knows how to bake bread. If not, we're screwed. Yes, it has a bunch of randomized things. I'm sure there's a lot of beans here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Before we even spam the hell out of this journey. Yeah, before we go to Skagway, let's meet this man here.
Good day to you. Heading to the Yukon? I have some things for sale that will be of great interest to you.
What do you have for today?
I'm selling some items that you will find very useful or valuable up in the Yukon. Today I have a crate of eggs, and I have a pair of gold-sniffing gophers.
Tell me about the eggs.
Folks up in the gold country have plenty of beans and flour and so on, but they're starving for some good fresh eggs. I'll sell you this crate for only $10. I'm sure you can resell them for at least 5 times that amount.
I need to check with my partner. What do you think of the eggs, Jake?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Sounds passive.
So, would you like to get the eggs?
Hell yes.
Thank you. Now, are you interested in my other item?
Tell me about the gophers.
Normally, it takes weeks of back-breaking work to dig down to where the gold might be, and you never know if you're digging in the right place.
So how can the gophers help?
These are specially trained gophers. They have a nose for gold. All you have to do is set them loose, and they'll start digging directly above any spot where gold is buried. Guaranteed. They only cost $10.
Check them, Jake.
It sounds too good to be true. But if it is true, it would save us a lot of work.
If you recall from the past video, it didn't work.
So, would you like to get the gophers?
No thanks, I smell a rat. You know, like you.
Thanks anyway. Well, that's all I have to offer.
Okay. Alright, get on board.
Are you ready to depart now?
Yes, here's our tickets.
2 on the Alki, I see. It's ready to sail. Step right aboard.
Okay, here we go. Also, I remembered the Dalmatian's name. His name was Roscoe. R-O-S-C-O. He was the first director of Gaza. He only ruled for about a month before he died of poor health. We didn't know he had poor health for whatever reason. But anyways, aboard ship. Each passing southbound ship has news or rumors from the gold field. There's a report that both the Chilkoot and White Pass trails are clogged by a mighty multitude of stampeders, carts, pack horses, dog trains, and men are said to be mired in mass confusion. So far, so good. No incidents so far. Totem poles. Remarkable totem poles are visible along the southeast coast of Alaska. They're made by the Haida and Tlingit carvers. Contrary to popular belief, totem poles are not religious icons, but serve as symbols of significant people, events, and beliefs. If you can even interpret all of these, I mean, who knows? So far, so good. Nothing. Oh! It's just a little storm. It's just a little rainstorm. Nothing terrible yet. Lynn Canal is the entrance to both Dyea and Skagway. The first leg of the journey is at its end. Word has it that unloading supplies from the ship will be a nightmare. For one thing, everyone's supplies are mixed together in the cargo area. Then waiting in Skagway and Dyea are men. Pirates, really, who are trying to collect huge fees for ferrying my supplies to shore. Yeah, I got money for that. Also, quit rocking that boat!
So, this is Skagway.
They can keep it. Let me see here. Hundreds crowd the steamers. Ships hustle off overload. Yikes. Hey, neighbor.
Huh! Another stampeder. What do you want?
What's with the attitude? You were waving at me. It's like, oh, yeah, hi there, until you're like, okay, who are you?
I'm called William Moore. I set up this town back in 1888 to take advantage of the White Pass Trail. Now all these newcomers are taking over.
How'd you come to Alaska in the first place?
I've been looking for gold all my life. Been to California, Peru, you name it. Struck it rich more than once. My sons were up here looking for gold in the Yukon.
Did they find any?
Not exactly. But they told me about a rumor of a hidden mountain pass into the Yukon. I came up to see for myself. I had a hunch that there would be a big strike, and I figured I could build a railroad through the pass.
Tell me about the White Pass Trail. That's where I'm going. In this video, anyhow.
Well, you're looking at maybe the first white man to cross it. Back in 1887, an Indian named of Skookum Jim and I surveyed the whole trail. I named it after Sir Thomas White, the Canadian Minister of the Interior.
Well, tell me more about this pretty town, Skagway.
Well, it's named for an Indian word that means the home of the north wind. I've never seen a more beautiful place in all my life. I set up a trading post here in '88 and just been waiting for the gold rush to begin.
So you must be pretty happy now. Nice town.
As a matter of fact, I ain't a bit happy. These stampeders just came in and acted like they owned the place. The worst of the lot is that scoundrel Soapy Smith. They even told me I gotta move my house to make way for a road.
Jeez, what are they gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'll go to court to prove that this land is mine. Meantime, I still got a plan to strike it rich. I'm building the pier. Everybody'll have to pay me to use it.
Well, I didn't get to pay back there, so, good luck with that. By the way, advice.
If I were you, I'd get up there as fast as you can. There was already a bunch of sourdoughs in the Klondike when the gold was discovered, and there's thousands of stampeders on their way now.
Oh boy, why?
Hello, I suppose you're looking for someone to haul your supplies. Sorry, I can't help you.
Don't worry, I got stuff that will haul my supplies. Who are you?
I'm Harriet Pullen. I arrived in Skagway a short time ago with $7 to my name. Now I'm making a good living by hauling supplies over the White Pass Trail.
Why don't people just haul their own supplies, like me?
Well, some folks do, but it's awfully hard work. If you have the money, it's much easier to hire someone like me with a team of horses.
I think I might like to hire you for once.
You'll have to wait. I'm booked for at least a month. By that time, I really don't know if the trail will be passable or not.
But I'm willing to pay extra.
Do you have $3,000?
No.
Well then, you'll have to haul your supplies yourself.
Well, do you have any least some advice?
I've decided to seek my fortune here in Skagway. If you're going to the Yukon, about all I can say is good luck.
Hey, didn't I see you from...
Hello, stranger. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah. I'm just browsing. And also, if you look over there, big saw and a sled for hauling supplies. I don't know why I like to imitate that guy. Let me look real quick. Bunch of sourdoughs and a Klondike will go discover 1,000 stampeders on the way right now. And Harriet Pullen told me, good luck. This sounds serious. Also, we are carrying eggs from Seattle to sell up the trail. Yeah, it'll be of some use someday. Well, I'm not gonna eat the eggs, but they're gonna be for sale. Hope they don't rot. Let me go to the photo studio. Let's see.
Good day! Welcome to the Skagway Photograph Studio. We have pictures from all along the Yukon Trail. Feel free to look around.
Can't have my picture taken? Oh well. Let's see the photographs. Actual historical photographs that you can see here, such as White Pass, also known as the Dead Horse Trail. There's dead horses, you see. Fifth Avenue Hotel guests out for a drive. They don't look like they're out for a drive. Landing of Yukoners on Dyea Flats. Again, you can look at the pictures as long as you like if you were to hit pause on the video. Main Street in Dyea. Sure is Dyea. That's the other place we can go to. Dyea, 1897. High tide at Skagway, Alaska, October 27, 1897. Man. Hey. Wait a minute. We're in September of 1897 and... my god. The future is predicting! They're predicting the future that there's going to be a high tide. We need to get out of here! Chilkoot Packers and oxen on the Chilkoot Trail. Slogging through sheep camp. Skagway, Alaska, May 1898. This is what it's gonna look like 1 year later. Camp at the foot of the summit, White Pass Trail. Yeah, everyone's serious looking. General store, Dyea. Stampeders, a ton of supplies on the shores of Dyea. That's a lot of stampeders. Stampeders and packers climbing the golden stairs of the Chilkoot Trail. One of the more challenging sections of the Chilkoot Trail. Thank goodness I'm not going to that trail. Chilkoot Trail blocked by fallen horse. Man, it's a struggle. Okay, I'm getting bored. Let's play some games here, such as this here arcade.
Hello, friend. You look like a real sharpshooter. How would you like to try your hand at a little game of skill?
How do you play?
I've put some targets on conveyor belts. When I set the belts to moving, you shoot as many targets as you can.
What else do I need to know?
You get 25 bullets. You get 25 points for hitting a plate, 50 points for a big bottle, and 100 points for a small bottle. You need exactly 1,000 points to win.
How much does it cost to play?
A mere $5. A drop in the bucket for a well-to-do stampeder such as yourself.
Can you show me what the targets look like? Okay, I gotta hit these little bits, which no doubt will be challenging. If I remember. I see. What can I win?
If you get exactly 1,000 points, I will tell you where to find the best gold mining spot in the Yukon.
If if you know where the gold is, why can't you just go get it yourself?
I'll be honest with you. Gold mining is back-breaking work. It's a lot easier to sit here and collect $5 apiece from hundreds of stampeders like you. This arcade is my gold mine.
How many other people have won this valuable information?
Not a single one, and that's the truth. I purposely made it very difficult to win this game. But it's not impossible, and if you do win, you will be richly rewarded.
I see. Yeah, I want to play. I got time.
Good! That will be $5, please. You can start shooting as soon as I set the targets to moving. And if you get exactly 1,000 points, I'll tell you the best place to dig for gold.
A review of the rules means we shoot these bottles, so I'm ready. Here's the $5. Oh dear. That's 100. Bam. Okay, got that one. Time it right, Tacitus. Exactly 1,000 is what it needs. Damn it. Oof. Again, slightly lower the frame rates due to recording. I thought it would be using as an advantage. Woo! Haha! One more to go. One more. One more. Don't get greedy. Come on. Got him!
You won! Now, true to my word, I'm gonna tell you where the gold is. The old sourdoughs will think you're crazy for digging there, but it's in the hills above the west bank of El Dorado Creek.
Why don't the sourdoughs know about it?
The old sourdoughs think all the gold is near the stream beds. They figure that gold is heavy, so it must work its way down into the streams. They can't believe that it could rise into the hills.
So how did the gold get there?
There's an ancient stream bed buried in the hills. It's full of gold. What's been found in El Dorado Creek is merely what sunk down from the original source of the gold.
That's geographically impossible. You know, people say there's gold up in them hills, but yet there's no one says there's gold down them streams. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Let's play something else.
Hello, friend. Can I interest you in a simple game of Find the Nugget?
Sure, how do you play?
I've got 3 cups and 1 gold nugget. See? I put the nugget under one of the cups, then I move the cups around.
So far, so good. Then what?
When I stop, you tell me which cup is hiding the nugget. I'm willing to bet you can't do it. If you guess right, you win the bet.
Let me see you do it.
Would you like to give it a try?
Oh, it's a shell game. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a try.
That's the spirit. How much would you like to bet?
I'll bet 1.
Good enough. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Right you are, friend. You win. Here's your $1. Would you like to try it again?
I'll pass the time. Come on.
Good enough.
I'm ready. There it is.
Right you are. Good enough.
Keep going. Momentum.
Right you are, friend. Good enough.
This one.
Right you are, friend.
I'm feeling lucky. $5.
$5 it is. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. I know where it is. This one. Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Nah, I'm afraid you missed it this time. Would you like to try again?
Hell no! You ribbed me! I'm horrified of this. I've been hoodwinked. Let's go in the Soapy Saloon.
Hello, friend.
Who are you?
I'm an adventurer. I travel the world in search of excitement.
What brings you to Skagway?
Yeah, the lure of gold, of course. Just like most everyone here, I'm on my way to the Yukon.
How does Skagway compare to the other places you visited?
I have stumbled upon a few tough corners of the globe during my wanderings beyond the outpost of civilization. But the most outrageously lawless place I have ever seen is Skagway.
What's so bad about Skagway?
It seems as if the scum of the earth has come here to rob and murder. There's no law whatsoever. Might is right. Only the most well-armed and cautious are immune to danger.
Well, that's why you got me. Task this Kilgore at your service. You have any advice for me?
Leave Skagway as soon as you can, before Soapy Smith and his gang relieve you of everything you own, including your life.
Oh boy. Hey, friend.
Welcome to Skagway, my friend. If there's anything you need, you just come to me.
Who are you?
I'm Jefferson Randolph Smith, but my friends call me Soapy.
What brings you to Skagway?
A sense of civic responsibility, my friend. I owe it to my fellow Americans to offer my leadership abilities here.
How do you mean?
I'm a particularly skilled organizer and problem solver. In boom towns like this, it's hard to know who to trust, but you can always trust Soapy Smith.
Oh, wait. How'd you get the name Soapy?
It's a name that was generously given to me by some grateful gold miners in Colorado. I gave away hundreds of bars of soap to some folks who could really use it, if you know what I mean.
You have any advice for me, Soapy?
I would recommend resting here in Skagway for a few days before you head for Dawson. While you're here, you might want to pass the time with a friendly game of Find the Nugget.
Now that you mention it, I played Find a Nugget, and I think I was treated. The guy ribbed me.
What? This is an outrage. I shall find the scoundrel who cheated you and see to it that your money is returned. Wait right here.
Okay, thanks. Oh man, he looks pissed off. He's ready to go beat up that guy who ribbed me. So, I'll pass time here.
Hello, neighbor. My name's One-Eyed Jack. How about a friendly game of cards? I'm dealing a game called Yukon.
How do you play?
I'll deal 5 cards to us both. Then I'll play a card. Then you play a card with the same suit. High card wins. After each trick, we both draw another card from the deck.
Let me see the rules. 5 cards dealt to each player. The dealer plays a card. The other player plays and must follow suit if possible. If I can't follow suit, then I have a Yukon Jack. I must play it. My card wins a trick. After each trick, both players draw another card. When the previous trick goes first, the player continues till all cards are gone. So here it is. You've gotta earn points by getting these, including 10s and Yukons, especially the Jacks, if you will. And these don't mean shit. If 2 Yukons are played, first player wins except Grand Yukon Jack of Spades always wins. If I quit before the game's over, I lose 10. At the end of the game, points are rounded off to the nearest dollar. Okay, I got it. Is there any money involved?
It's a card game, isn't it? We can play for 10 cents a point or 50 cents a point.
So how much I might win or lose?
There's a total of 125 points in the deck. In a typical game, you might win or lose by 10 or 20 points.
I see. Sure, let's... how can I be sure you won't cheat?
In this town, that's a fair question. We'll let your partner be the judge. Your partner can watch both hands to make sure we both play by the rules.
See, Jake, this is why you're my extra pair of eyes. Sure, let's play.
Good. How much would you like to play for?
You know what? To get all that money back from that robbery thing?
I go first.
I'll take 10 cents a point. He'll go first. Damn. Got me there. It's first advantage for you. Just get rid of the little ones first. That's the strategy here. Unless I want to... Well, save it. Okay. That one I got. Again, keep throwing out the lesser ones. Save the big ones. If I feel like I need an advantage at this. Yeah. He's kicking my ass right now. And... blast. Like that. Son of a... How do you like me now? But of course, I'm still on the losing end. But I'll give it another shot. As soon as this thing ends. King me. Ah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this one. Man, I'm way far off now. But I ain't going down quietly. So I lost $2.
I came out ahead that time. By the rules, I'm obligated to relieve you of a small amount of cash. But I would be happy to give you a chance to recoup your losses.
Yes, I'd like to play
Good.
again.
How much would you like to play for?
50 cents a point.
Fine with me. I'll deal.
I need my money back. All that money lost from the Find the Nugget, aka Find the Bullshit, and this here card game. Take that. Go off a strong start. Again, the game called Yukon, the real life card game is called War. For those interested, if you were to find that online somewhere. Yeep. Okay, we're tied here. Haha. Saving big. Don't you worry. I got a comeback plan ahead. And that starts right now. Ow. Kings and queens, huh? Jeez. Pick one. How you like it? Yep, I have the advantage now. Alright. King's out. And here comes the queens. $16. Alright, I want it all back.
You won! Excellent playing, my friend. Well, here's your winnings. How about a rematch?
No, I don't want to play again. I got all that money back. Hey, Sophie, did you get it?
Hello again. Remember, if there's anything you need, you just come to me.
You didn't get the money from me? Hey!
What? This...
Come on. Where is your sense?
Hello again. What?
Ooh, he hit him. I wanted to do that. He hit One-Eye Jack here. It's like hit him in the shoulder. Alright. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. I think we've wasted enough time on this town enough. Let's go to White Pass Trail.
Should we start on the White Pass Trail now?
Yes, I'm in a good mood now. So, come on. get moving, otherwise everything's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. Like right now as it is. Really? The storm is really?
A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail. We'll be backed up for at least a day.
That damn mule train. Stubborn jackasses they are. So we're going fast. Come on. You know, it's a gold rush. We gotta rush it. Rain or shine, we gotta move. Porcupine Hill. Can you imagine trying to get a horse with a full load over this jumble of boulders and fallen trees? Can you imagine trying to do it with a full load on your back? Well, look, I've carried, you know, moose pelts, alligator pelts, and all that, skins, whatever. Again, I'm referencing Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's in both single player and online. But I'm Tastus Kilgore, a.k.a. Arthur Morgan. Oh!
I fell down and hurt my leg. I need to stop and take care of it.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, let's stop and take care of it. Just for once. Man, you really hurt your leg that bad. How long is this delay? Man. If there's another injury, we're not gonna do that again.
Well, if that don't take the cake. Somebody's run off with a pile of our food. We'd better check our supplies to see how much we got left.
Including that stuff that we ate. 175 pounds of food to theft? Oh my god. That's horrible.
Well, if that don't take...
Oh no, not a theft. How much? 60. Now it's already snowy up here.
We've arrived in White Pass.
Okay. This person might know.
Are you headed up the White Pass? Be prepared for the worst.
What are you doing here?
My husband and I are trying to find a way back home. All but one of our horses are dead. We have no money.
What happened?
We thought it would be so easy. When we got to Skagway, we bought 4 horses for $800 apiece. We figured they would make it easy for us to pack our supplies over the mountains.
So, what went wrong?
Normally, the trail would be good for pack animals, but with so many thousands of people and animals tramping over the trail, it became a sea of mud and rocks. Then, to make things worse, it snowed for 6 straight days.
Yeah, my friend here broke his leg and we waited for 6 straight days. What'd you do?
Unfortunately, we did what everyone else was doing. We pushed our horses past the breaking point. We literally worked them to death. We couldn't carry our supplies without horses, so we had to abandon everything.
Oh man, what are you going to do now?
We're going to have to try to find some odd jobs in Skagway or Dai to earn our passage home.
Well, you could try to play find a bullshit. So you have any advice for me?
It's lucky you're on foot. The trail is impassable for animals.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I hope you have better luck than I did.
Who are you?
After what I've been through, I hardly remember my own name anymore.
What happened?
It's been one disaster after another. I set off from sheep camp a couple of weeks ago with 3 months' worth of food and supplies, which I figured would be more than enough to get me to Dawson.
So, what went wrong?
Everything. First off, I didn't realize how hard it is to carry supplies over the mountains. I never worked so hard in my life. Then when I was about halfway to the summit, I got caught in a blizzard.
Oh man, what'd you do?
The only thing I could do, wait. It didn't stop snowing for 10 days. When I finally got to the summit, the Mounties wouldn't let me pass. They require everyone to have a full year's worth of food and supplies.
So, what are you going to do now?
I really don't know. I'm broke. I can't afford to buy more supplies, and I can't afford a ticket home either.
Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah. Turn yourself around and go home.
Chuck, that's some advice. Tell you what you could do to earn your money? Oh, wait, you don't have any money, because I was about to suggest him that you should play that card game. Yeah, keep looking disappointed. Stand up, you.
Howdy. You look like you're heading to the Klondike. I just came from there.
Who are you?
Folks call me Flapjack. I struck it rich in the Klondike.
Oh, one of the lucky few. Where'd you find your gold?
Actually, I didn't find any gold. I made a fortune off of other people who found gold.
How'd you do that?
Well, I was in the Klondike when the big strike was made, but I was laid up with a bum leg.
Oh, bum leg, like pig leg Smith. Tough luck. So what'd you do?
Well, I couldn't go out prospecting, so I stayed in Dawson and opened a little restaurant. I made a fortune selling home-cooked meals to hungry miners.
Love a good restaurant. How'd you get here from Dawson?
I came over the White Pass Trail. There sure were a lot of people going up as I was coming down.
So what was it like in a Klondike?
Things are quite a bit different now from what they used to be.
How'd you mean?
Before the strike, there was only a few of us miners in the Klondike. We all looked out for each other. Now the whole area's crawling with greenhorns, and they all just seem to be looking out for themselves.
Oh, man. Yeah. And I guess we're part of that stampede as well. Let me speak to him.
Hello, stranger. Is there something I can do for you?
Wait a minute, you're a different person and you got the same voice. But anyways, I have something you might like to buy.
Oh, really? What do you have?
I have a crate of eggs that'll sell for $40.
Eggs are hard to find up here. It's a deal.
Here you go.
Folks will be glad to have eggs. Can I do anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm sure these eggs will make these people less depressed.
Of course.
Supplies.
What would you like?
Need some more food. It's been stolen.
Certainly. I sell food in 400-pound packages for $60 apiece. Each person needs about 100 pounds of food per month. The Canadian government will require 1,000 pounds per person when you pass Canadian customs.
Yeah, and we're below 2,000, so give me 800.
Certainly. That will be $120.
That's manageable. Here you are.
Thank you. Can I do anything else for you?
That's all for now, thanks. By the way, did I mention about the bake off? $220 cash. Yeah, that should be enough. Should be enough. Okay, let's get out of this place. Not much we can do here.
Should we start on the trail now?
Yes, let's go. We're off to Canada now.
Well, if that don't
Son
take
of
the
a-
cake.
Let me guess, they stole all of our food. 299 pounds! How do you get away with that? That is a lot of food that he must have carried off, that thief. Dead Horse Trail. The White Pass Trail has come to be called the Dead Horse Trail. Jack London passed through years ago. The horses died like mosquitoes in the first frost, and from Skagway to Bennett, they rotted in heaps. They died at the rocks, they were poisoned at the summit, and they're starved at the lakes. For many stampeders, the gruesome treatment of horses will become one of the most enduring memory of the gold rush. At least I didn't bring my horse, otherwise he would have dropped dead too. Which in Red Dead Redemption 2 online, I have a horse named Vladislav. And when I was Arthur Morgan, had a horse named White Thunder.
What bum luck. There's a rock slide blocking the trail. We'll be delayed at least a day.
Okay. At least a day, you say. That's a few more days. Get the damn tools, will you?
Welcome to Canada.
Okay. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, you're next.
Who are you?
The Northwest Mounted Police. At your service. You have arrived at the border between the United States District of Alaska and the Northwest Territories of Canada.
What are you doing here?
There's a shortage of food in Dawson. We're here to make sure that you and your partner are bringing enough for yourselves. We're also collecting an import tax. You must pay a tax to bring American goods into Canada.
Yeah. Can we pass?
My men have taken inventory of your food and supplies. You have enough. Now all you need to do is pay the import tax. That will be $100, please.
Alright, here you go. Also, by the way, that flag, yes, it's a British flag, because, you know, Canada was once part of the British Empire. Let's get going.
The trail ahead is jammed with people, and nobody's moving. It looks like we'll be stuck here for at least a day.
Maybe they're looking for all the food that someone stole. It's like, oh my god, how did a guy stole 300 pounds of food? That guy must be skilled.
A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail. We'll be backed up for at least a day.
Not again. Oh no.
I'm not usually scared off by a little weather, but this blizzard is too much. We'll have to stop and wait for it to blow over.
Right. Everything is going bad right now. This blizzard. Remember that guy said 10 days?
I'm not usually scared off by a little
blizzard. We can't move because it's like, hey, is it gone now? No, more blizzard.
I'm not usually...
This is the third blizzard.
Well, if that don't take...
Somebody stole the food, which, you know, we passed through Canada now.
Well, if that don't take...
Another stolen food. Oh my goodness.
A mule train...
Mule train. We're gonna be late. The world's against us. The meadows served as a good place to camp and rest on the way to the summit down Lake Bennett. Assumingly, if you have all the food. Oh.
Oh no, you took quite a tumble. We better lay up for a day or two.
No, let's keep moving. No more delays. I don't care if I'll be a peg leg by then. Shit, wizard.
I'm not usually...
Wizard! I mean, blizzard. It's just like the orchestra video I did.
What bum luck?
And as soon as it's like, okay, let's go. Oh, wait, there's a rock slide.
A mule train up ahead...
Mule train. Oh man, we're gonna be super, super late. Everything was going fine off the start, but now, the second half, it just all goes to hell. I think we'll be there by January.
Well, if that...
Assuming if we had any food left.
Oh no, you took quite a tumble.
Now they got me on a good leg. No, we must not stop. Log cabin. The Northwest Mounted Police built a log cabin to keep tabs on stampeders on their way from the summit to Lake Bennett. Yeah, I would like to file a report for the Northwest Mounted Police. Somebody stole 1,000 pounds of food! And also, this place is called Log Cabin. Because you see, there's a sign called Log Cabin. And somebody would say, hey, sir, what is this town called? Why, that's called Log Cabin, sir. Thank you. Jackals.
A mule train up ahead...
Get moving! Blizzard. I think nature is against me. Come on, we're powering through, and now we can't. Well, at a moment.
A mule?
Oh, it's the mule train this time, or a combination of blizzard and mule train. We won't be able to celebrate Christmas because of this. We're gonna keep going as it is. By the way, Merry Christmas to those watching this video on the first day. But if you're watching this after Christmas Day...
A mule train up ahead is blocking the trail. We'll be backed up...
with a mule train blocking our way. So yeah, at least we get the stuff over here. And then...
I'm not usually...
with Kwanzaa and Boxing Day. Yeah, it is Boxing Day in Canada for the 26th. So let's go up. Happy New Year!
Oh! I fell down and hurt my leg.
I don't care. We're gonna make it. We're almost there to Lake Bennett. Or the Verge, that some people call it. Oh my god.
I'm not usually...
Yeah. Almost there. Here, we finally arrived.
Welcome to Lake Bennett. You will be here until spring. While you are waiting, you will need to build a boat.
Who are you?
I am Sam Steele of the Northwest Mounted Police.
Legend.
I'm here to make sure that all persons remain here safely until spring. In Canada, you will find none of the lawlessness that exists in the Alaskan towns.
Yeah, no more ribbing at me. What are you doing to protect people's safety?
My men and I resolve disputes among Klondikers. We are also recording the name and home address of every single person. More than 7,000 so far. In case of an accident, we want to be able to inform the next of kin.
Why do we have to wait till spring?
From here to Dawson City, it is lakes and rivers all the way. You must wait for the ice to melt. You should be aware that there are some dangerous rapids, especially at Miles Canyon.
Tell me more about Miles Canyon.
It is a deep and dangerous gorge. It has sheer cliffs of granite, which no one can climb, and a very strong current. In Miles Canyon, you must be sure to stay in the middle of the river.
What should we do to pass time till spring?
Most of the time, you will stay in your tent to keep warm. You will also need to build a sturdy boat. Then, when the lakes and rivers are clear of ice, you can sail to Dawson.
When will that be?
I do not expect the spring thaw until mid to late May. This far north, winter lasts a very long time.
Thanks for the information. Oh, by the way.
Hello again. The Northwest Mounted Police at your service.
How do I go about building a boat?
You will need some logs and a whipsaw. When you have those, you will need to look at the boat plans on the sign by the lake.
Where do I get the logs?
You're in luck. A couple of stampeders ended their partnership over an argument about who had to be at the bottom end of the whipsaw. You can use the logs that they left by the lake.
How could a whipsaw cause such a big argument?
2 angels could not use a whipsaw without getting into a fight. It takes 2 people to work it. The one on top pulls up, the one on the bottom pulls down, and does the cutting.
What's so hard about that?
You have to put a chalk line on the top and bottom of the log, and both people must cut exactly along their line. But you can't see what your partner is doing, so something is sure to go wrong. Both partners will swear it was the other one's fault.
All right. Thanks for the information, good man. See? Look at these guys. They're cooperating. And if they're not careful, this guy could fall off and then it'll start a fight. I mean, like that man said, it's a big saw. I wasn't exaggerating. Big, huge. Look what these thieves just stole our food with, and we barely made it out to there. What, I couldn't get for some apple pie? Maybe I could add some mustard to spice up the old one. We were so tired yesterday, we ate the potatoes without adding water. Had beans for supper again. I'll never eat oatmeal again. Hey, Builder.
Hello, neighbor.
Who are you?
I am from New Zealand. I have traveled many thousands of miles in hopes of striking it rich.
Why did you decide to come here?
Word of the Klondike gold strike has spread around the world, even to my home in the South Pacific. Just like everyone else who is here, I want to find gold.
How'd you get here?
By ship, of course.
I see. By ship. Damn it, Lord Master. New Zealand is an island nation.
I have been talking to people about how to navigate the river. From what I hear, the Whitehorse Rapids are very dangerous. To be safe, you need to stay in the channel on the right.
I'll try to remember that. Hey, ma'am.
Hello.
Who are you?
I am Dr. Luella Day. Before I set out for the Klondike, I was practicing medicine in Chicago.
Why did you decide to come here?
I had been working in a hospital for 3 years. I needed a rest. One day, my secretary suggested that I go to the Klondike. Immediately, I said yes, I will go to the Klondike. I will attend the sick and I will make a fortune.
How'd you get here? Let me guess. Shift, right?
From Chicago, I went to San Francisco. There, I met up with 4 gentlemen. They agreed to help me get to the Klondike if I would provide medical services to them.
So then what happened?
We took a steamship to Victoria, British Columbia. From there, we were scheduled to take the steamer Clara, Nevada, which is returning from Alaska with a cargo of gold and lucky miners.
All right. So how do things work out on the Clara, Nevada?
We never saw her. She was lost at sea with all on board and with her load of treasure. We finally took another ship. We encountered terrible weather. We ran out of food and water. We were lucky to survive.
Not to mention all the theft. I mean, it's a whole tragic story. That's a nice dog. Where'd you get him?
Thank you. His name is Prince Napoleon. I bought him a few weeks ago from a stampeder who was down on his luck. Then I bought a willow basket sled and a harness. Napoleon delights in pulling me around.
I see. You got any advice?
Getting here to Lake Bennett has been very strenuous. I would recommend that you rest and relax now to restore your health. When the ice goes out of the lake, you can sail down the Yukon River to Dawson City.
Have you heard anything about the river?
There are some wide spots, lakes really, and some dangerous rapids. I talked to an old sourdough who told me about the Five Finger Rapids. He said the safest route through there is along the right bank.
Alright, goodbye. Hey, dog. Who are you? How'd you get here? Ah, well, nice to talk to you. Of all the things I've been doing, why am I talking to a dog? I must be completely... Let's see, this, or this. Well, just based on that experience from the previous Oregon Trail video, well, Tastus Kilgore screwed that one up, so we're going to use this boat instead. And Jake is a carpenter, so he'll build that boat really fast, and we'll be ready. He knows how to use a big saw, and among other things. I mean, he'll build all these things. So, we'll be ready soon enough, but unfortunately we were super late.
Spring is here. The ice has broken up. My men have examined your boat and pronounced it fit. You are among the last to arrive at Lake Bennett. Therefore, you must wait 4 days before you can depart.
Oh, God. Okay. This is why I'm in charge when you're not around. Oh, the bridge is there. God, not to rain again. Caribou crossing. Get out of the way, you caribou! Upon crossing Lake Bennett, you come to a portage, a path between two bodies of water. I have to carry my boat in. Supplies about 75 feet from Lake Bennett to Tagish Lake. Rain or shine, we're going down that river. 50-mile river. Many stampeders stop here and rest and repair their boats and plan how to navigate Miles Canyon. Miles Canyon is coming up. Oh dear. Miles Canyon. There it is. They say stay at the center. Whoa. Look out. Oh man. I think I made a mistake. Oh, no. No! This way! Get away from me! Stay in the center. You're going too much to towards the right. Do not go left. Whirlpool. Ah! I felt that. Oh, man. How dangerous these rapids actually are. Oh, God, look out. Parallel parking. Sorta. Whitehorse Rapids. More rapids. Jeez. Come on, this way. Think this is more manageable, but let me tell you. Again, this ain't like the past rapids where we just crashed 2 times and then we all died at the end. That's what Tastus Kilgore of the Oregon Trail did, but Tastus Kilgore of the Yukon Trail will not screw it up. It's just those delays really screwed us over, and we're going to get the less valuable claims now. I mean, if we don't do well, but don't worry. If you want me to do another Yukon Trail video on the path to the Chilka Trail, just pick a partner for me, and I'll do another video for it as soon as I'm healthy and able. Yes, that's a request from you people watching this. If you want me to do a Yukon Trail video, I mean, go for it. Just comment it, or someone that I know of personally who has also watched it will tell me otherwise. Just pick a partner. I mean, I have Jake just give me one of the three, which I already did in the past, but it's like we'll do another one for the Chilkoot, and hopefully we'll try better next time. But now to Five Finger Rapids. If I still have 5 fingers by then. No! Okay, that was scary. Because I don't want to hit no rocks. Although, he could fix it fast. I mean, he's a carpenter. I just don't want any more delays. We've done enough, meal trains, rock slides, blizzards, breaking legs. I mean, we've seen enough of that. I don't know if it's even the worst trail of the Yukon Trail I've ever done. Everything was going well at the beginning, and then, not so much now. I was amongst the last to arrive. So come on, let's keep sailing. We're not using sails. Good reason why we don't use sails. Because, storms out there. June 20th.
We made it to Dawson.
All right. Dawson. What a place. Yeah. And I know we've probably gone over the hour, but I will still be talking to people.
Hello. Would you like to hear the story of the big strike?
Who are you?
I'm Skookum Jim. Along with my friend George Carmack and my sister Kate, I made the gold discovery that started the stampede.
Really? How'd you find it?
We were at Rabbit Creek, fishing and cutting trees to sell for timber. A few days earlier I had done some panning there and got some nice color.
What happened next?
I'd shot a moose. After dressing it out, I went to wash up some pans in the creek. Next thing I knew, one of the pans had $4 worth of gold in it.
Oh, wow. What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to the outside, Seattle maybe, and live like a king.
What does Skookum mean, by the way?
It means strong. I got the nickname when I carried a load of 156 pounds over the Chilkoot Pass. No one had ever carried such a heavy load. I'm also known as the best hunter and trapper on the Yukon River.
I know a guy who carried a load of 300 pounds of food from us! I'd like to find a good claim. You have any advice?
There were already a lot of sourdoughs in the Yukon when I made the big strike. They got the good claims long before you got here.
Do you think it's hopeless for me?
No. The Yukon is a big place. The more you explore, the better chance you'll have. Remember, all the good claims are right along the stream beds.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Hi, Chichaco. Welcome to Dawson City.
Who are you?
I'm George Carmack. I found the gold that started the gold rush. The date was August 16th, 1896. Now I'm one of the richest men in Dawson City.
How'd you come to Yukon in the first place?
I came up here from California about 20 years ago. I wasn't looking for gold. I was just a fisherman who liked the wide open spaces. Before the gold rush, the Klondike River was known as the best salmon stream in the Yukon.
Tell me how you found the gold.
One day I had a dream that there was some really good fishing on a particular stretch of the Klondike. So I went there with my wife and some friends. We ran into a man named Henderson. He told me he had made a strike nearby.
What happened next?
Oh, Henderson said something that insulted me. He invited me to file claim next to his, but he said that he didn't want to share the fine with any of my friends.
Oh, that's a jackass move. Why not?
My wife and friends are Indian, and I guess Henderson didn't like that. Anyway, we moved on a ways and did some prospecting on another stream. It was called Rabbit Creek at the time, but it came to be known as Bonanza.
And that's where you struck it rich.
Yes. As I was walking along the creek, I noticed a nugget the size of my thumb. I felt as if I had just dealt myself a royal flush in the game of life, and the whole world was the jackpot.
What happened to Henderson?
Well, I told a lot of other folks that they should stake a claim near mine, but somehow I forgot to tell Henderson. His own claim was very good, but it was nothing like mine.
What you gonna do now?
I think my wife Kate and I might go outside to Seattle and celebrate a little.
Well, so what do you mean by chick-choco that you called me earlier?
Oh, that's just a friendly term that we sourdoughs use to describe stampeders like yourself. It's an Indian word that means newcomer.
What do you mean by sourdough?
Sourdough is a nickname for miners who have been here a long time. It refers to the way we make bread. We use fermented dough instead of yeast.
Huh. Advice?
With all the folks who are here now, it's hard to find a good new claim. Your best bet is to get a claim that's as close as possible to where other folks have found gold.
Where that might be?
Well, the claim I made is on Bonanza Creek. Be sure to stay as close as you can to the creek bed, and whatever you do, stay away from Chichaco Hill.
What's wrong with Chichaco Hill?
It's high above the creek bed. Any sourdough can tell you that gold sinks down into the creeks. It never rises up into the hills. Only an ignorant Chichaco would waste time digging up a hillside.
Smart bastard.
Hello.
You must be the wife, right?
My name is Kate Carmack. I was with my husband George and my brother Skookum Jim when they made the gold discovery that started the stampede.
Ah, how'd you come to Yukon?
I am of the Tagish people. This is our homeland. We have been here forever.
Oh, yes. Well, where'd you find the gold?
Well, the answer depends on who you talk to. Each man claims to have made the discovery himself, but who cares? We all have plenty of gold now.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I have heard much about the outside. I want to go see it for myself.
Yeah, go down to Seattle. Ain't nobody working there. You got any advice for me?
You'll probably need to travel several miles from Dawson to find a place to prospect. Make sure you take along plenty of food.
Which, by the way, how much food do we have? Just 6 pounds. Yeah, we ate some along the way.
Hello, friend.
What you doing sitting on the lawn? Who are you?
My name is Jack London. I'm a miner, like most everyone else, and I'm also a writer.
How'd you come to Yukon?
I was drawn here by the prospect of striking it rich, of course. I packed over the Chilkoot Trail and arrived here last October. Most of the land had been claimed by the time I got here.
You do?
I was able to stake a claim on Henderson Creek, a few miles outside of Dawson. It was winter by then, so I couldn't do any mining. My partners and I hibernated in our cabin until spring.
Have you struck it rich?
No, not yet. As luck would have it, I came down with scurvy. That's a common illness for miners like me whose entire diet consists of the 3 B's: bread, bacon, and beans.
You know, they didn't prescribe you with dried fruits and vegetables. What are you going to do now?
My scurvy is bad. I need to get treatment on the outside. Some friends and I are going to float down the Yukon to St. Michael and return to California.
Let's see. I'll see you on advice.
Well, my friend, there are riches all around you. Not all of them glitter like gold. Live life to the fullest, and you will die a millionaire. As for myself, I plan to write a book about all the marvelous experiences I've had here.
All right, bye.
Klondike News, hot off the presses. Read all about it.
Like I had a newspaper place for once.
Sure thing. Say, you wouldn't be keeping a journal, would you? I'm looking for Klondike stories to sell to newspapers on the outside.
As a matter of fact, I do have a journey. You're interested in buying it?
I am indeed. I'll pay you $20 in gold. The only thing is, I would need to copy down everything you've written, and that takes time. Is it okay if I return your journal tomorrow?
Yeah, I can wait a day. I'm sure nothing significant will change in a day. Like blizzards, mule trains, and food stolen. Which, by the way, you should write down that little part of the page about how a man stole 300 pounds of food all on his own.
Great! Here's the gold. And I'll give you a newspaper, too.
All right. Let me see. Gold found near Nome. Frustrated miners leave town. Okay, 22nd. I already been in the arcade. I'm sure the photo studio is somewhat different now. Other than, hey, camera still works.
Good day. Welcome to the Dawson Photograph Studio. We have pictures from all along the Yukon Trail. Feel free to look around.
Thanks. $120 in cash, $20 in gold. We have some gold! As if I made a big deal about it. Get as close as to where other folks have found gold. Find a place to prospect, take plenty of food, which I don't think that's much of a big of a deal. And the riches all around you, not all of them glitter like gold. Live life to the fullest and you will die a millionaire. That sounds encouraging. Yeah. Sounds encouraging. Alright, let's take a look at these photos here. Stampede boat swamp in Whitewater. Ooh, I hate to be that guy. Made it through all that without incident. Actresses bound for the Yukon. Yeah, look at all these actresses dressed to mine. Preparing for a trip into the mountains in search of gold. A stampeder on the boardwalk in Skagway. Yeah, look at these eyes, and he's got that rifle. Don't mess with him. He's gonna shoot you. 3 miners having a meal in their cabin. Why don't I get a cabin? Place in mining in Alaska, 1898. Yeah, everyone's looking serious. They're like, busy. I was working their claim with a solace box and shovels. I can see why they say it's a lot of work. This is Stampeder's home, a typical one. Yep, a log cabin. Did you know Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin? Not in Canada, but somewhere in Kentucky, somewhere. I don't know why I said Kentucky, which is Latin for Kentucky, or something. I don't know. It seemed when Link Bennett on Rushway came over. It didn't look like that when I came there. Sourdough mining, Yukon territory. So I mean, everyone's serious. Looks like somebody tells her, it's like, hey, hold on everyone, let me take this photograph. And they're like, hurry up! 2 on Bonanza Creek. St. Peter's building a flat bottom boat at Lakeland. Yeah, I chose the other. Panning gravel for gold. Indoors at 50 below zero. Man, that's intolerable conditions. Boats under construction on the shores of Lakeland. That's a lot of trees being cut down to build these boats. Alright, let's go to the saloon and... Hold on.
Hello, neighbor.
Who are you?
My name is Lucille Hunter. This is my husband, Charles, and our baby, Teslin.
How'd you get to Dawson?
We came over the Stikeen Trail. It's an all-Canadian route.
Oh, the Stikeen Trail. What is that?
We boarded a ship in Vancouver and came north to the Stikeen River, about 200 miles southeast of Skagway and Dyea. The river was frozen already, so we dragged our sleds over the ice to the little town of Glenora.
What'd you do then?
We had been told that there would be trains and steamboats to take us to Dawson, but that was not true. We had to pull our sleds hundreds of miles over rough terrain in the middle of winter. We were lucky to make it to Dawson alive.
Yeah, and I think it's well documented about... You probably read the newspaper about, oh my God, people stole my food.
We arrived here in February, several months before most of the stampeders. As a result, we were able to locate a claim on Bonanza Creek. It looks promising, so we are going to stay and work the claim.
Thanks for the info, I guess. Can't talk to your husband, Charles. Actually...
Hello again.
Hold on. Well, tell me about your baby.
She was born along the trail. We named her Teslin, after the lake of that name. We spent Christmas there before pushing on to Dawson.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Go to the saloon. I need a drink. Hey, it's that guy again. Interesting saloon you got here.
Welcome to Dawson City, my friend.
Who are you?
I'm Belinda Maroney. I own this restaurant, and I have just opened the luxurious Fairview Hotel.
How'd you come to the Yukon in the first place?
I was working on a ship that had ports of call on the coast of Alaska. I heard about the gold strike in the spring of 1897, several months before word reached the outside.
Well, what'd you do?
I sold everything I owned and bought hot water bottles and cotton goods. Then I came up to Dawson and sold out at a 600% profit. I used that money to open my restaurant.
Everybody's into restaurants these days. What have you so done?
I built houses for the stampeders. When I arrived in Dawson, there was no place for the newcomers to stay, and lumber was scarce as hen's teeth. How are we going to shelter those people, I said.
What'd you do?
I started buying up all the small boats and rafts that were arriving, hired a crew of young fellows, and had them build cabins. I wasn't thinking of the money I'd make. We just had to shelter people, like you.
Well, what you gonna do now? I mean, there's a lot of what you're gonna do now.
I need to get the finest possible furnishings for the Fairview Hotel. I'm having chandeliers and brass beds hauled in over the Chilkoot Trail. After that, who knows? I shall think of something else to provide for the stampeders.
Yeah, how about a beer? So it's a saloon, you know?
I look for claims in a roundabout way. I listen in on conversations of miners in my hotel and restaurant. When I hear of a good claim, I buy it. Of course, a good claim costs several $1,000s.
How are you, ma'am?
Welcome to Dawson City, my friend. I'm Cad Wilson, the highest paid entertainer west of the Mississippi.
What made you come here?
This is where the action is. In addition, I know and love the Yukon. I came over the Chilkoot Pass in 1894 on a photographic expedition. I've written some essays about how the gold rush has changed the area.
What'd you do?
I sing, I dance, and I generally charm the gold right out of miners' pockets.
Oh boy, you sing and you dance. It's been nice talking to you. And look, she's doing that dance right now. She's an entertainer, you know. Right, I think that's enough time being wasted. Let's go find some claims.
This here's the claim map. If you point out where you'd like to go, we'll head there straight away.
There's Chichaco Hill that guy mentioned, where he tells you, hey, stay off from there. And they say it's usually right by where the best claims are. That's what he says anyhow. But I'm thinking about this, or up there at French Gulch. Number one, as in like this is the very first place where they found it and struck the most, but it's already been staked. Some of which is probably due to the fact we're like, we're too late. And I wonder who are these dumbasses that went to places like Germain Creek or Hunker, all these places. Although, it's going to be a coin toss, either number 4 below Bonanza Creek, or number 1 above French Gulch. Just, give me a moment to think about it. Okay, after a coin toss, I used the coin toss up, which I do not want to record over it, because we wasted enough time here as it is, so number 4 below Bonanza Creek it is.
Well, partner, this is the moment we've been waiting for. If this claim has some gold, we can stake it. If we don't find much, we can go looking somewhere else. So pick a spot and start digging.
Okay. I know Chichaco Hill, they'll always give you gold, but I'm trying to look for more. Nothing. Okay. How now, brown cow? This one? Okay then. Beeswax. Where is it?
Nuts. All we're hitting is dirt.
Give me 3 more chances, alright? 3 more and I'll get out of here.
Yes, sir. There's a little gold dust.
Okay. There's some gold dust. No, I'm getting out of here.
Nuts.
Let's try another claim. Okay, what about French Gulch? And if we can't find anything down there, then Chichanco Hill it is. Forget what that other guy said. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you?
Nuts. All we're hitting is dirt.
3 more times, then we'll go.
Yes, sir. There's a little.
Okay, the gold dust. Where's the nugget? All we look for is nuggets. Okay, get out.
Do you think we ought to?
No, another claim. Chichanco Hill it is then. That's gold dust.
Yes, sir. There's
got to be evidence from nuggets.
Yes, sir. There's.
Okay, that's enough. Let's stake this damn claim already. Want to get it over with. No matter how much it costs. There. All the mining techniques see are variations of place and mining methods that use running water to separate gold from dirt, sand, and gravel. Gold has a much higher specific gravity relative rate than other materials, so when you run water through a mixture of dirt, sand, gravel, and gold, the gold sinks in the bottom. It's known as a mining cradle or rocker. It works on the same principle as a gold pan, using water to separate gravel from gold, but it allows the miner to sift through much more gravel in a shorter amount of time. And of course, we know what shovels do. They just dig gravel and dirt, and if we can find some gold dust and shit. So sponge. Used by miners who found a lot of gold. The box, 10 or 12 feet long, is set at a slight angle. Well, fast flowing water go in the high end, the low end is slats in the bottom. The big chunks of gravel go straight through, but the gold falls through the slats. Miners use pans to see if the area has any gold. First, you swoop up some loose gravel and fill the pan with water. Then you swirl this mixture around and around, and finally you tilt the pan downward. The gravel spits out a rainbow. Some color, gold, if you will be revealed. Miners know that some gold is buried many feet below the surface, but digging a mine shaft in the Yukon is slow, demanding work. It's because just a few inches below the surface is permafrost, ground that is always frozen. Miners use fire to thaw out a few inches of permafrost at a time. Sometimes they keep it all winter and make a big gravel pile, then they use rockers and silice boxes in the spring and summer. We got our first gold bag. Yeah, despite the late entry that we got into, at least we'll get something out of it. It's not the best one I've done, but oh well. This is why, people, I would love to do another video on this and go for the Chilkoot Trail, but I want you people to, well, which part do you want me to take? You want me to take Sadie, Linda, or Midas T. Golden? I don't care which. I just want to do another. And hopefully get there sooner than it was on this playthrough. At least we'll be getting out of here rich, but not super rich. So yeah, better luck next time, knuckleheads. I don't know why I said that. Winter is coming. Time to cash in your gold and head for home. When you're ready to go, click on the trail sign. So, that's the amount of gold that we have. 5 bags. That'll do.
Congratulations, friend. You're rich. Say, you wouldn't want to bankroll an old sourdough, would you? I heard rumor of a big strike over by Nome.
Well, thanks. Stampeders hit pay dirt. Klondike Paramount, the lucky few to strike it rich. Look at these empty faces. It's like, yeah, but we got some gold. Alright. Here I am. Tacitus Kilgore, who started on June 20th. And of course we wasted a few more times of digging into other claims, but we could have done better. I could have been a sourdough. And remember those two? The berries. From the beginning. With that amount of gold. And that is the end goal if you wish to be the true Yukoner out there. And who knows, maybe in the next video I'll try to be a Yukoner next time. But it's only at your request of which partner do you want me to pick. And I will do that. Again, it's either coming from you people or from the people that I know of personally that have watched this video. They'll decide on which partner for me that I'll do on the next video. Which should happen sooner rather than later. So, it is done. So I hope you enjoyed this video despite some of its setbacks and all that. We'll do better next time. Until then, so long for now.